Hello, I am Anthony Vandermute. Professionally, I work as a computer programmer in natural language processing and artificial intelligence. Years ago, I started asking myself the question, where do ideas come from? Although I don't believe in a duality of physical and spiritual substance, I came to the conclusion that the universe has a property duality. In terms of the philosophy of metaphysics, there are physical objects, but there are also ideal conceptual objects. Aristotle argued in the Metaphysics that conceptual objects are the Platonic ideals, but they do not exist by themselves in an ideal world apart from things. This view is termed hylomorphism. I maintain that this duality shows itself in quantum mechanics. Von Neumann describes two processes. The first is the process of measurement, usually thought of as the collapse of the wave function. The second process is typically expressed through the Schrödinger wave equation. Von Neumann believed that consciousness is necessary for measurement, but the definition of what consciousness is was not well defined. My view is that every time the wave function collapses, it instantiates a fact of reality by a process I call a hylomorphic function. This actually quantizes consciousness by the instantiation of these atomic facts. This leads to a dichotomy in metaphysics. The wave equation is substance metaphysics. It is the physical nature of the universe as a four-dimensional block world, which is time reversible. But process metaphysics is the instantiation of a particular fact at a particular point in space and time. It selects that one fact out of many different fundamental properties of nature, but the rest of the properties are left unknown. This leads to new ways of thinking about reality. Although there is one substance, the two processes of quantum mechanics form a property duality. The first property is substance. The second property is the conceptual processes that define the arrow of time. This is a form of metaphysical realism in the tradition of Plato and Aristotle, but it is causally active. It is often believed that ideas are causally inert. They kind of arise from the physics of reality as an epiphenomenon. Instead, I view the creation of facts by wave function collapse as a form of causally active metaphysical realism. This views ideas as an integral part of reality. Facts and ideas exist independent of minds. There are some interesting implications of this. One is that there is a separation between information and the medium which carries it. Information is the facts which are transmitted through the substance. Another implication is that individual atomic facts are dimensionless points that are subject to relativity. Each observer sees the combination of atomic facts relative to their context. This also means that the ontology of ideas has an emergent structure similar to that of physical chemistry. A bundle of facts, which are individual wave collapses, will form simple structures that we perceive as qualia. This is analogous to the way that molecules are made of atoms. Also, objects like tables and chairs are complex structures of molecules which we perceive in our brain as complex combinations of qualia. This means that metaphysical nominalism, such as trope theory, explains the ideas in our mind, but there is a substrate of metaphysical realism when it comes to atomic facts. This leads to a viewpoint of consciousness as a type of pan-proto-psychism as expressed by David Chalmers and Philip Goff. There is nothing mystical about pan-proto-psychism. This is just the notion of physical processes. Photons impinge on our retina, forming qualia in the optic nerves that get interpreted as our view of reality. These ideas are causally active. They are the fundamental processes of reality and as real as the Schrödinger wave equation. For more details, read my paper Hylomorphic Functions, which was published on the website Researchers 1. The initial third of this paper was published in October 2019 in Quantum Speculations, a supplement to the International Journal of Quantum Foundations, under the title Causally Active Metaphysical Realism.